Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. I'm Shanna and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Midwest. I am doing my monthly video for those customers who purchase $25 or more. Every time you purchase, you get a thank you card along with this little sweet treat, which is a card kit that makes these 2 cards. So you get all the pieces cut out like that, sent to you, and for you to enjoy. Now, I usually try to pick something that you can stamp on or do put another image if you like, if you don't happen to have this stamp set. This month, there is an oval back here, and you can put another oval on top. But I am also including the die cut for the cardinal in case you do have this stamp set and you want to use the cardinal. I mean, the banners, if you don't have this stamp set, you could probably stamp something else in the banner space and still make it work. So, but because the stamp set that I'm using this month is Toile Christmas, and the stamps here have the little banner already printed on them, and then you just put them on the die cut. So you can get this as a bundle and get the dies for 10% off. And where do you get this? You get this from the new holiday catalog. Isn't it so pretty? And I can actually officially show it to you because it is officially available now. So in the beginning of the book, it has a bundle index, and here's Toile Christmas on the front. So page 7. If I can find 7. And you'll find that when you open it up, it has the suite, and you can see sample cards over here on the side, and then you can get the suite of this product. If you want to get everything on this page, then you can just use the one code up here at the top. Otherwise, you can just get pieces and parts that you like. And then the next page, you flip it, and then you'll get, you can see the paper a little closer and the stamp set a little closer. And this one happens to have 2 stamp sets, so there's some more images of that stamp set. If you do not happen to have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like to email me for a copy of the holiday catalog, I'll be glad to send that to you. I do send an annual catalog, and I will send the current mini catalog to any customers that are new to me. Now, I'm also using the DSP that comes in this bundle. And it's got lots of great, it's garden green and real red, and there's lots of great images on this paper. The back side is like the opposite color. So it's a great country sort of feeling paper to have. Now, for the month of September, I'm also running another special. And this is only for September, and you have to use this host code when you're purchasing. But if you purchase $100, I will give you $20 in free product. You'll just need to purchase the product at my store, shannasweets.stampinup.net, and use the host code, and then email me at my email with what your $20 of product is. And that's anything except 12 by 12 paper. I'm sorry, I just can't mail that. But you will get the sweet treat kit for this month, but you'll get that along with your other product that you purchased. The product will come from Stampin' Up, but the free product will come from me. So make sure you don't sign out as a guest, because I have to be able to have your information when you're purchasing. Or anonymous, I guess, whatever that is. So let's get started on these cards. Look how pretty they are. So let's see, I think this is the one I have on top. So we're going to start by doing our stamping. So this cardinal I stamped with soft suede. And I'm just going to ink him up, and then when I send die cuts to people or in my classes when we use them, these red rubber you can't really see very well, so I just turn the stamp upside down and then place my die cut over, and then we need the piece of scratch paper. I'll tell you what, we're just going to use, I got to do this a few times, so we're just going to use this and give it a good rub down, and then I just flip it. And that gives me a nice image. So that's the only one that I'm using the Sierra sand on. So otherwise everything else is stamped out with Real Red. So I'm going to take the double banner and I'm going to do the same thing. As you can tell, I've been making these cards today because my fingers are red. So you just want to make sure you get it layered properly because the way the die cut, to make sure it's on here. So just going to take that like that. Again, pop it off. It's perfect, just the way I want it. Now, my cardinal, I am going to take, I have crumb cake and a bronze. So the bronze is my little beak here. I honestly don't know if cardinals really have beaks like this, but it's what creativity, right? So then this one here, I honestly did not color every little aspect in on the Very Vanilla. I tried to like feather, so if you take and just kind of pull up here on that one for sure, because I did not want all of that vanilla up there. And then down here I feathered it at the bottom because I didn't want all of that done. And then so then I took my light, this is the light crumb cake, okay? And I'm going to start and I'm feathering upward. Following the marks on the stamp already. So it already gives you some marks to kind of follow. And then the head and whatever, that's like the neck. Then I took the dark one and I did just a little bit, just mainly over these spots that I want to be darker. And really right in there because I really wanted that part to stand out. And then down on my tail again. And then I'm going to take this just one more time and just kind of fill in what I think. So I'm going to do more of the edge there. I want a little bit darker right in there. So there's our cardinal. So our images are stamped out, and so we're going to take our card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and just fold it in half. Use our bone folder. Get a nice crisp edge. That's going to be the bottom layer. But the top layer, so one of these, you have two Very Vanilla pieces for this one because it takes, you need one on the inside. So I'm going to layer one just automatically. I'm going to put it on the inside so I don't do anything to it. And then the other one here, we're going to layer, this is 3 by 5 1/8. And that's going to go over here on the edge. I just want a little bit of my edge of my card showing. And then I'm going to layer, this one is 2 7/8 by 5, and this is going to go on that garden green so that I have nice thin layers. Then you'll get 2 strips of this garden green. It's called Garden Green. Okay, it just says Garden Green there. Double stitched ribbon. That's what it is. So I'm going to take a couple pieces of tape and I'm just going to layer that here towards the bottom of the card. So just, then this can get layered on my card front. It's got ribbon, so I want to make sure I have a good amount of tape to seal it down. And that's going to go on the front. Okay. Now I'm going to take my little leaf sprigs here. I'm going to kind of formulate them, and I'm going to put them on the back of my oval. So that they stick out. Just making sure they're good and secured. And then this one is also going to go on the front of my card. And I kind of want to stick it so that it goes above and below that ribbon. Then I can take my other ribbon and tie a little knot. Because I kind of want it, I may have to move it once my cardinal's on there, we'll see. So I'm not going to trim that until well, I guess I will trim it. Let's go ahead. Now, you get another die cut like this, and I'm going to just put some tape on the middle of it because I want to use this as a shadow piece. So it's going to go like that, and then it's going to get some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. And let's go ahead and put some on our cardinal while we got the dimensionals out. So I want to put my banner down first because my position of my cardinal's head kind of depends on where this banner lays. So I'm going to lay the banner down and then take my cardinal and position him so that his head kind of comes up next to the banner, and his tail I want it to kind of stick out like that. And there we go. It really is a simple card. And if you don't want to color and you just want to leave your cardinal with the Sierra sand, you can do that too. He's very pretty by himself and not colored. So the next card, we're going to stamp with the Real Red again, and this piece is 3 by 4.5. And I have the single banner, so I'm going to start with said, you have to make sure you have the piece lined up here. Like that. And then let me wipe off my Sierra sand off of the cardinal there. And we're going to stamp him up in Real Red. Then I stamped him so that he's at the very top, but you have to angle him so his tail's still on here. Isn't that, see, but even if you want to leave this by itself, you can. You don't have to color it in if you don't want to. But I used Real Red, and I started with the light one, and I did color all of him. So you can still see that Real Red ink sticks out in this, with the Stampin' Up! Ink. You still can see the dimension of the feathers and so he's really easy to color. And for this one's beak, I actually used ivory. So and then I'm taking my dark Real Red and I'm just highlighting a little bit. So I'm going to highlight that little feather there that comes down like this, and then kind of there, and then the belly here where he and then if you feel like it, you can blend that some if you feel like, you know, that it's not blended well. You actually get another little layer of red on there. And that does him. So this card, that's all our stamping. We're going to take Very Vanilla. We're going to fold it in half because it's 8.5 by 11, or 8.5 by 5.5, excuse me. Fold it in half. And then we have a layer of Garden Green that is 4 by 5.25, and then we have 3 3/4 by 5 on our DSP. Now, you could choose to use the red side if you want, or you can choose to use the green side, whichever you prefer. I'm going to use the green, and I'm going to put that, and then I'm going to take this, and I kind of want to know where is my cardinal going to be, because my cardinal's going to be there, and I want this ribbon to stick out just a little bit below it. So, tape. And this ribbon is not part of this suite, but I thought it was super pretty. And it is Cherry Cobbler diagonal striped. Very, very pretty. So then we're going to take and we're going to put this on our card base. Got a little bit of tape sticking out there, so I don't want that. And then we're going to tape down. But before I do that, I forgot, I got these little swirlies. These are part of it, and so I'm going to kind of want that to stick out there, and we're going to stick out there. So let me put a little bit of tape just to secure that down so that those guys don't go nowhere. And I'll just put some adhesive over that tape. And this guy is going to go right up here. Oh, I got my bow too low, too high. See if I can shuffle it a little bit. There we go. But I also want to make sure that my swirls come inside the card, because otherwise they will stick out. Now you can take one of these mini glue dots if your swirls are being a little crazy cray, and just roll it and then put it on the back side. I think I'm going to put it right there. Let's put one more. So I'm going to use that one to kind of anchor down that one. There we go. Then this guy is going to layer on top of Real Red to be our shadow piece here. So just going to shadow it like that. Of course, dimensionals. And I'm going to lower, well, that guy got all crazy, didn't he? There we go. So this guy's going to go just like that. And that is our cards. So thank you so much for sticking with me. I know this one's a little longer, but these are two wonderfully great cards for this month's Sweet Treat, and I know you really will enjoy this set. So don't forget, if you want to purchase $100 and use my special host code, you'll get a great deal, because this is more than you can't even get rewards at $100. So get in on the special and you get this kit for two. Thank you so much for watching, and please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and you'll get all my videos. I got a whole lot planned for this winter season. Thank you.